Okay, so today we're going to continue reviewing multiplying decimals. So remember, our first step is we are going to write our problem like a normal multiplication problem. Then we're going to look and count how many numbers are behind the decimals. In this case, I have two numbers behind the decimal, so I'm going to put a 2 up here. Step 3, we erase our decimal, and we're going to treat this like a normal whole number multiplication problem. So we start with our 5 times 3 because we work our way from right to left in this case. 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to put the 5 down here and the 1 up here. Then 5 times 7 is 35 plus 1 is 36. So I'm going to put 6 down here, 3 up here. And then 5 times 8 is 40 plus 3 is 43. And then lastly, I want to make sure I have 2 numbers after my decimal like I started with. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to swoop it 2 times to get 43 and 65 hundredths. All right, for number 2, I'm going to write my problem like a normal multiplication problem. Okay, I'm going to count how many numbers are behind the decimals. So in this case, I have 2 numbers behind the decimal, so I'm going to put a 2 up here. Then I'm going to start my then I'm going to erase my decimals so I can treat it like a normal problem. Okay, now I'm going to start multiplying. So remember, I always start with the number in the ones place in the far right. I'm going to do 5 times 3, which is 15. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 1 is 46. And 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4, which is 9. Okay, now that I'm starting my next row with my 3, we got to start in the tens place since the 3's in the tens place, meaning I need to put my smiling Joe right here so I can start my next row. Now I do my 3's and make sure to cross these out so we don't reuse them. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27, so I'm going to put the 7 down here, 2 up here. And then 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. Now finally, I just add these together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 9 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 7 is 17. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 5 is 6. Finally, I need to make sure I end with 2 numbers behind the decimal. So I move my decimal over 1 2 times. So I get 67 and 55 hundredths. Again, I'm going to write my problem like normal. Okay. Count how many numbers are behind the decimal. So in this case, I also have 2 numbers behind the decimal. So I'm going to put a 2. Then I'm going to erase my decimals and multiply like normal. Again, starting on the right side. So I'm going to do 2 times 7 first and get 14. Okay, then I'm going to do 2 times 3 and I get 6 plus my 1 gives me 7. And then 2 times 4 gives me 8. Okay, so then again, I'm starting a new row with my 9 in the tens place, so I need to add a smiling Joe. And now I'm going to do my 9s. So 9 times 7, and if you aren't sure to do 9s, you can always do the 9s trick. With the 9s trick, you put all your fingers out. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You put all your fingers out, and what you do is you count what you're multiplying by. So in this case, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I'm multiplying by 7. I count how many before I have before the 7. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before the 7. So that's my tens place. And I have 1, 2, 3 after the 7. So that's my ones place. So 63 would be 9 times 7. Sorry about that. So 63 would be 9 times 7. Okay, so let's zoom back in now. So where are we at? So that's 3, and then bring my 6 up here. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 6 is 33. Bring my 3 up here, and then finally 9 times 4 is 36, plus 3 is 39. And finally, we're going to add together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 7 plus 3 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 3 is 12, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, carry the 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Again, I gotta make sure 2 numbers are after the decimal. So my answer would be, oh, sorry, swoop it twice. So my answer would be 402 and 4/10. All right, finally my last one. I have 2 68/100 times 10. Again, I have 2 numbers after the decimal, so I'm gonna put a 2 up here. Then I'm gonna multiply, then I'm gonna erase my decimal. Now I'm gonna multiply. I'm gonna do my zeros first. Well, this one's easy. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Okay, then I'm gonna put my smiling Joe. Now let's multiply again with my ones. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Then we're gonna add these together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 6 is 6. 2. And then finally, I gotta make sure 2 numbers are behind the decimal. So I put it here to get 26 and 80/100.